There are some people that think that we're going to homeschool in order to shelter our kids from encountering any evil outside of our home. And I think that if that is your reason for homeschooling, that's ultimately wrong and not helpful to your children and their education, because I think that there are some parents that shelter their kids through homeschooling way too much, and they get out into the world and they're handicapped because they've, up until this point, everything has been sheltered, and now they go out into the world and they're encountering all of this sin for the first time, and they have no idea how to think about it because they've not been trained to think about it properly through a Christian worldview. They've not been introduced to it properly and through an educational standpoint, and now they're encountering their peers that are gay and transgender and whatever else that they are, furries, whatever else they come up with next. And then they have no idea how to handle this because they've not been educated properly on how to think through this through a biblical worldview. And so I think that there's nothing wrong with homeschooling. We were homeschooled, but we were homeschooled because our parents wanted something better for us. They didn't want to shelter us. It wasn't that we're trying to protect you from what's out there. And ultimately, you can't be sheltered from every evil because we're all human beings. So even if you were to lock yourself up in a room all on your own, you'd still have enough evil in your heart. But if we're not actually training kids on how to think critically, and how to think, more importantly, biblically through all these topics, then they're going to encounter all this evil and have no idea what to do. And so I think, yes, give them Immanuel Kant, give them Karl Marx, give them these, wicked books, and give them all of these ideologies of the day, but give it to them and train them and teach them this is why this is bad.
You're seeking to show your children this is the world God made. Here's how sin is seeking to corrupt the world God made. Here's what God has to say about that. Here's how we are to respond. Here's Christians that came before you and how they responded to these similar situations. You're giving them rules and standards through which they are going to live, through which they are going to hopefully honor the Lord. And that is extremely vital to understand.